Hello there, and welcome back to Korben and the Boys. It's time for Ask Me Anything. It's my birthday, so we're doing an Ask Me Anything. I have got a infinity gauntlet filled with questions here that have been submitted by you, so thank you for doing that. I'm going to get through as many of these as I can. I'm going to go fairly quick on some of them because I want to get through as many as I can. But if one comes up that's something I've answered before, I'll revert it back to where the answer came from. Because, like I said, I'd like to answer as many. You took the time to submit the questions. I'd like to answer as many as I can. Before we do that, I have been sent some gifts from some viewers of the channel, which is very kind of you. I don't ask to be sent anything, so it's very kind of you to do so. But I said I'd open it on the channel, so we'll start with this one. This one came from Ken, Costume Ken, who. Yeah. See, this is how I knew. When this turned up, I didn't know. But Ken has a knack of decorating the boxes and the envelopes with things, which is quite funny. You see a balloon on there. Don't worry, Pennywise isn't in this box, which is awesome. So I've opened the top of it. I never saw what was inside it though. So we got to Scott. Open this first, please. If you're sure you can, it's up to you. Good. Let's have a look. So this is, I think this is a card. Let's have a look. That's amazing. That's really funny. It's me. Ken's quite the artist. That's fantastic. That's really good. That's awesome. Wish there was your birthday film with lots of builds and fun. Lots of news. That's really kind. Thank you, Ken. That's really kind. Let's see what's in here. Honestly, it's overwhelming because I don't ask anybody for things for my birthday. Like even the family this year, they're like, "What do you want?" So don't give me anything. I don't need to, So it's wow. It's there's a lot here. It's very kind, but let's open this up and see what this is. I'm 44, if anyone's wondering. That's how old I am now. I'm old enough to have bought Nevermind on vinyl the day it was released. That's how old I am. I took a date to see the first Jurassic Park. That's how old I am. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Holy hell. Oh, my God. That's amazing. I'm a little bit overwhelmed. Oh, Jesus. Honestly, I'm actually... Oh, my God. Honestly, that's... Thank you, Ken. Now, I'm going to show you something. You won't know what this is, but that's amazing. Honestly. Now, you're probably looking at it thinking, why is he getting... This is incredible. My God. I told a story on the Tumblr about Batman. And this was the figure that I bought when I was 10 years old. And oh my God, I haven't seen this. Jesus Christ. I haven't seen this in years. Oh my God. And it's got the... That's amazing. Oh my God. Thank you so much, honestly, because mine's gone from... That means so much. Honestly, that is so kind. That's absolutely amazing. That's incredible. Thank you so much, Ken. Honestly, you shouldn't have, man. That's... My God. This is the same one. I've not seen this in 30 years. That's incredible. Honestly, thank you so much. That is... My God. I'm overwhelmed by that. Honestly, that's so kind. Thank you. Jesus, I'm taken aback by that. That's... My God, Ken, thank you so much. Wow. That's... I wasn't expecting that. That's incredible. Thank you. I've wanted one of those for so long. And then, oh my God. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. I'm overwhelmed. This was from Alan and Korben, who are friends of the channel, friends of mine. We share a lot in common, me and Korben. We talk about gang movies. I think we like The Warriors, we like The Wanderers. So I put him onto The Wanderers, and he got an amazing jacket for his birthday of The Wanderers, which is absolutely incredible. There's cards in here. Let's get the cards first. I can't see. There's something fragile and wrapped in bubble wrap. But let's do the... Oh, there's two cards. Okay. We have... It's a very nice card. Happy birthday, can you dig it, sucker? That's funny, man. We hope you enjoy the gift from Dad and I. I've got the Korben and Joe. That's really kind. That's really kind. And then we have, there we go, alcohol. I think that's going to be needed today. It's got a great day, my friend, from Alan. That's very kind of you both. Thank you very much. Let's have a look what we've got here. Oh, there's a picture hook with it, so it's, I'm not sure what this is. Let's see if I can get this one open. Well, this is good, because whatever it is, I need, as I've said, I need art for the walls, because I don't have enough. But I'm not sure what this is. It's very well wrapped. Oh, wow. Oh, fellas, honestly, you shouldn't. That's incredible. That's amazing. This is the Warriors. This is film cells from the Warriors. That is absolutely amazing. Oh, wow, that's so cool. Oh, man. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Oh, man, look at the one at the top. That's awesome. Thank you, fellas. Honestly, that is absolutely amazing. Wow, look at the back as well. That's so good. Thank you so much. Honestly, I'm overwhelmed. I don't ask, honestly, I don't ask for anything, so it's so kind. Wow. Pride of place. This is getting pride of place. So this will be on that wall there. I'll make sure this is in every video, but that is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. That's so cool. That's excellent. I haven't got any Warrior stuff for the wall, so that's amazing, man. That is absolutely, that's gorgeous. I need to find a way to light that from behind. I think LED strips or something to make sure we still get those cells popping out. But that is amazing. Thank you so much. Alan Korben, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. That really is. That is absolutely overwhelming. Thank you so much. I'm a little overwhelmed. Wow, that's incredible. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Korben. That's so kind of you. And I'm a little bit overwhelmed, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna compose myself and then we'll do the questions. Right, I've composed myself. Now we'll do the questions. So thank you for submitting questions. If I don't get to yours, I'm sorry. But we had a few. We'll get through as many of these as we can get through. So let's get a good one to start with. Who knows what these are? I've asked my wife to just keep them in, even if they're nasty ones, because we do get nasty ones. Leave it in. I don't mind. This isn't a nasty one. What is that ship on the window? Right, I've gone through this. I've answered this question so many times, but I can't remember if I did this in the last Ask Me Anything. But I'm going to get the ship from the window. I'm going to get the ship from the window. I'm going to show it to you because there is a channel on the video of this being built. It is gorgeous and it's a relatively cheap model. It looks amazing and it was fun to build. And I built this not last year, the year before on my birthday, I think. No, it was last year. It was my last birthday. That's when I built this. I'm going to get it from the window. I'm going to show you what it is, what it does, and where you can get one from. So this is the ship on the window. As you can see there, this is the Flying Dutchman from Pirates of the Caribbean. And it does, I don't know if I'm hoping the batteries are still in this. You can see it lights up there, the green. This thing's gorgeous. I love this. I got this for my birthday last year. And it's not wood, it's not metal, it is made from, it's almost like a foam board. And it took about 3-4 hours to build. But you can get one of these for around about 30 quid, which is an absolute bargain. Trust me, it is definitely an afternoon's fun, definitely worth the money. They're huge models. But you can also get, you can't get the Black Pearl at the moment, which is annoying, but you can get Blackbeard ship. I want to say it's called the Queen Anne's Revenge. You can get the Queen Anne's Revenge. You can get the Dutchman. You can also get Tortuga. So you can get the, let me put this down. You can get the, like the pirate town, their village, like the port, which is really nice as well. So you can have all of these ships and the port. But they're great fun. They're from who are they from? They're from, that's going to bother the hell out of me. I can't remember the name of the company they're from. I will though, and it will be in the description. I'll remember who it was, and I'll pop the name of it. I'll put an Amazon link in the thing down below. It's not my Amazon link. I don't get paid for it, but if you want one of those, that's where you can go and get one from. But they're great fun. They don't just do those, they do buildings as well. But for the life of me, they were called Q something, I think. I'll pop it in the description down below. So if you're interested in that and you want to get your own, you'll know where you can go and get it. And as I said, it's not an affiliate link. I don't get paid for you buying one from them. So it's just to help, yeah, if you're looking for one. But that is what the ship is. I get asked that I'd say at least twice a month since, because it used to appear in the background in the old build room. And I used to get all the time, what's that ship? And there is a video of me building that ship on the channel. You have to go back to like last year. But there is 100% me building the Dutchman on the channel. And it's a fun build. It's a nice, fun build. And I recommend it. I really do. It lights up green. So at night time, it lights up lovely. The detail on it is ridiculous. So, I mean, I can't show you all of it, but it's ridiculously detailed for what's essentially a foam board model. It's amazing. It's really nice. But for the life of me, I can't remember what the name of the company is. There's a name that's running around in my head, but I know I know they're book nooks. I know they're not these. Once I've got it, it'll be in the description. But that answers your question. So now everyone knows what the ship is in the background. It is the Flying Dutchman. So that's a nice easy one. Let's answer another one. Okay, so this is a long one. Okay, two-part question. Okay, what does the tattoo on your arm say? Okay, we'll do that. Do you ever see yourself giving up modelling due to lack of space or losing interest? Okay, we'll do the first one first, because again, I got Nevermore. That's what my tattoo says. It says Nevermore. It is from Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven, where the raven comes into his house, haunts him, and just torments him by keep saying the same word, nevermore, 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 over and over and over. Long story short, I was younger when I got it. I'd say I was 26 when I got that done, 25. If you've ever read the poem, it's about somebody kind of wallowing in their own self-misery. And, you know, I've got nothing to live for. And then when the Harbinger of Death actually turns up, it's time to go. Now all of a sudden he's terrified and wants to cling to life. So it's about appreciating what you've got whilst you've got it. Nevermore. So it's a reminder. That's what I got it for. But I've got loads of tattoos, so it's not just that one. I have tattoos on my arm, I've got them on my back, I've got them, it's just a thing. We're in that era now where people are tattooed. It used to be kind of sailors and bikers. Now everyone's got tattoos, haven't they? I mean, some people's grands have tattoos now, so it's quite normal. But that's what that is. Do I ever see myself quit modelling? No, I don't. I mean, I've not quit since I was, like 9, so no. When it comes to space, I get what you mean. So would I ever quit big scale modelling? No, I wouldn't, to be honest with you, because my favourite style of model is big scale modelling. It's what I like to do. But you are right, when it comes to space, unless you've got a warehouse you can put these things, you do have to get creative with where they go. Fortunately for me, I do have an understanding wife that supports my hobby, supports what I do, and she knows that this is good for me. As I've spoken before, we've dealt with all kinds of crap in the past, and mental health's wildly important for men because we don't talk about it. And this hobby helps mine, right? That really is that simple. It's like I've been quite open about it before. I've dealt with depression in the past, and this keeps me fresh, keeps my mind active. It means I get to interact with all of you, which is again loneliness a big part of that. So it's no, I won't quit. I'm not. No, I can't see me quitting. The only thing I think would make me quit is health. I think if my eyesight deteriorated to the point where I couldn't do it, or something else which I'll tell you about deteriorated, then I might have to hang up the screwdriver, But I hope I can live vicariously through the kids if that happens. One that I get asked a few with what's happening with the crochet. Nothing is happening with the crochet at the moment. I'm still buying all the crochet. The reason why, and this links into this answer, is when I broke my my wrist, I did a lot of damage to the tendons in my hand as well, which is a lot worse than they thought it was at the time. So at the moment, it's being determined whether or not it's not caused, but accelerated arthritis that I wasn't aware was there, or the damage is not going to get better. Because I was in a quite bad car crash when I was 19 years old, but I took massive trauma to my kind of nerve system. So the grip in this hand is not as it used to be. Now it's even bloody worse ever since that kind of break. So it's exacerbated an existing thing. So to crochet, I just can't, because it's this move and already that's hurting. When I'm turning a screwdriver, I've got this kind of freedom of movement. With crochet, I've got this very little, and it's that I just can't. I can't do it. I'm still buying the crochet at the moment. I still want to do it all, and I have done about 10 of them. And the plan is I'm going to do it. When if I start something, I finish it. And if I don't finish it, I will teach the kids to do it, and the kids will finish it or somehow. But yeah, I don't give up anything. So I hope that answers your question. Let's try another one. Okay. Who are your YouTube rivals? I don't have rivals. I don't have rivals. I don't have rivals. Who are my YouTube rivals? I don't have any. That's not what I'm. I know people do, but I ain't about that. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's one of those things where mind your business. You know, when it comes to that, that's kind of. I don't care what anyone else is doing. It's that's. If someone's successful, it doesn't hurt me. If somebody isn't successful, it doesn't hurt me. I don't have rivals. I think we're the wrong kind of crowd for that. I think it's everyone I've met that does this is friendly. I've not met anyone that's kind of like scummy or tries to smear you or badmouth anybody. That's not what this community is. I don't find that. If it is, I'm not privy to that information. But no, I don't. No. I don't have rivals. I don't. I just do this, and if people watch, people watch. I don't think, what's that guy doing? I don't care. It's not. No, that's very. You can't live life like that, man. I don't have rivals. That's no. Unless you mean who are your. I don't know what that means. Rivals. I don't know. No, I do. That said, there is a lady. I try not to mention this. There is a lady that properly hates me, right? I don't know why, but I got smeared on her videos quite a lot, and a few people mentioned it, and I'm like, okay, but I'm not. I didn't engage it because I'm like, well, that's I'm not. I don't need to. But I was accused of mansplaining quite a lot. He's mansplaining again. And I'm like, well, they're instructional videos. I'm not it's an instruction. It's an instruction video. I'm not mansplaining anything. It's like, this is how you do this. It's not like I've masqueraded something else, people clicked on and gone, oh, and let me tell you why this is. That's literally what these videos are. They are explaining, but I don't know, because I'm a man and doing it, I don't know. But I'm not going to engage it. But no, I don't. So I suppose that's my rival. I mean, I'm her rival. I'm certainly not. She's not my rival. I don't care. But it's no, you can't live like that. You can't live like that. I'm quite blessed that we don't get many nasty comments or things like that. We don't. But I mean, it happens. So that's, it is what it is. But no, I don't have rivals. That's no. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Okay, on the last one, you mentioned you have a top 10 favourite films. What are your top 10 worst films? Oh, God. Jesus. Too many. I've seen some stinkers, man. I mean, I watch a lot. So I watch more movies than I watch television. I don't really watch TV shows. When I do, it's something the kids are into. So I have more recently because TV's kind of upped in its quality. But I watch a lot of movies. The one thing I will say, I tend to find that movies that get regarded as kind of the worst movie of the year very rarely is. So you'll get whatever it was, like the year The Lone Ranger came out. The critics decided they hated The Lone Ranger. This is the worst movie of the year. And I'm like, then clearly you've never watched the Horror Channel or the Hallmark Channel, because literally every single movie on there is 10 times worse than this. So that's what you get. You get a lot of these sell-through mockbusters where it looks like a movie. They've used a similar font to something. Like there was a rip-off of Guardians of the Galaxy called Guardians of the Planet, I think it was called. That's terrible, right? That's really bad. But worst films, I'd say, it depends which way you're looking at it. Just worst film. Yeah, God, Jurassic Hunters. Check that out. That's terrible. But worst film, I think, if it was based on worst Hollywood movies, so Hollywood who've got infinite resource and access to the best actors and directors in the world, what stinkers have they made? Too many to count. I mean, I can always see something positive in most of them. So even in a bad movie, you can see it and go, you know what, that guy crushed it. The movie's bad, but that guy was really good. Or you can go, the movie's bad, but it's beautiful. So there's a lot of that. I mean, it's kind of like, I didn't like the Matrix sequels. Like, I'll openly admit that. None of them. So I didn't like Reloaded Revolutions or whatever that new one's called. I just didn't like them. Did not like them at all. I thought they were nonsensical. And you get the whole, it's because you didn't understand it. No, I did understand it. I just didn't enjoy it. And just because it's a cop out that, oh, you didn't get it. No, I did get it. I just, it's overly complicated. It's unnecessary. And Alfred Hitchcock said, an audience asking questions, an audience puzzled, an audience not sure, an audience confused is an audience not enjoying. Which is why Alfred Hitchcock, I mean, he's one of the greatest directors of all time. Every single one of his stories has a fairly simple premise, because we just want to be entertained, do we not? And that's, that's the way it is. So, bad movies. Yeah, I mean, they're the only movie I've ever walked out of where I didn't stay to the end. I've sat through some clunkers. But the only movie I ever just, nope, can't do it, was Lawnmower Man 2. And I would have been about 15, I think. And it got about half an hour in, and I just thought, no, just no. This is terrible. And I just thought there are better things to be doing in my day. So I left. I couldn't get through it. And I've never watched it. Ever since that, I've never gone back to that movie. So that's the only one. That's the only one I can think of that I've ever walked out of, that I'm aware of. And I'm sure it is. But I don't walk out because I think you should stick with it. Because, I mean, the one I use as kind of my proof of this is The Usual Suspects. If you've ever seen The Usual Suspects, I'm not going to spoil the end for you. But literally the last 5 minutes of that movie make the movie. If that scene wasn't in it, because it leads you to believe something and then it reveals something else to be true. If what it leads you to believe was the ending of the movie, that movie would be an absolute clunker. No one would watch it. No one would talk about it. It wouldn't be enjoyed. The end scene saves that movie, because the rest of it, without that scene, is a fairly forgettable flick. Because no one ever talks about the rest of that movie. They talk about the last 5 minutes of it. No one talks about the first 45 minutes of it, And that's, yeah. So there are, I mean, I could give you a laundry list of terrible movies. Doing the Titanic talks where we watched the Titanic movies, Christ, they were bad. I mean, some of those are really bad. Titanic 666 was bloody awful. And Titanic The Legend Continues was just nonsensical. That was bizarre. If you're not watching the Titanic channel, I did videos on there of the Titanic movies, and there was an animated movie called Titanic The Legend Continues, which halfway through it, it's set on board the Titanic, but somehow it's a sequel to Titanic, even though the Titanic's still there, and it's so weird. They've ripped off bits of Disney. There are characters introduced that don't really do anything, but the strangest thing of it is halfway through the movie, like a dog like a Great Dane wearing a baseball cap and sneakers comes on and starts rapping. And he does a rap called Party Time. And all these animals start, what is this? Where's he from? And it's a weird movie, but that's up there with the worst ones I've ever seen. That was terrible. I sat through that, so you all didn't have to. But it was Party Time. It was really bad. Yeah, not a good one. Let's have what else we got. Right. Do you have hobbies outside of modelling? Not really. I used to. Before the lockdown, I owned a cake business. So I make cakes, wedding cakes, birthday cakes, cupcakes, those things. And that was originally a hobby. It was something I did for fun. It then became a business, and it really stopped being fun. So when the pandemic hit and all of a sudden the wedding cake orders were cancelled and a lot of orders were cancelled because, you couldn't have weddings, you couldn't go in public, and nobody wants, food prepared by somebody else. I didn't do it, and I'd gone about a year without doing it. And when it picked back up again, I thought, I didn't miss it. It was that. I thought I didn't miss it. I didn't particularly miss the money, and I didn't miss the pressure. There's a lot of pressure. If you're making someone's wedding cake, there's a lot of pressure behind that. And I didn't miss it. I just didn't miss doing it. So it's why I'm conscious when it comes to models where people go, would you want to be paid to build one? No, I don't think I would, to be honest with you, because I think it then becomes work. It's that. I think if I had to do it, you have to do this. I think it's then it's then work. I think it would take away. I mean, I'd love one. If there was the one I was doing already, they're like, we'll send it you for free. I'd love that. But if it was a case of, we are paying you to build this, so you will do it, I think it then becomes a job. And the whole point of this is that it's not my job, you know? So no, I don't really have hobbies outside of modeling. This is my main hobby. I mean, I go to the movies and things like that, but I wouldn't call them hobbies. I don't really collect anything else outside of this. I don't play golf or anything like that. But I spend the time I'm not doing this and I'm not at work, I spend with the family. So I spend with the kids or I spend with my wife. So no, not really. I mean, even this, I feel guilty sometimes for coming in and doing this, because I'm thinking I should be spending time with the kids, but I'm building a model, you know? So I don't have time for another hobby. I'd like to fish. That's what I'd like to do. I would like to, when I retire, that's the plan. Fishing is the plan for when I retire. And it's got nothing to do with catching fish. It's sitting in beautiful scenery and relaxing. That's what I'm looking forward to doing. Hope that answers that one. Let's see what else we've got. What is your favourite horror movie? I see you like horror films. I love horror films. What's my favourite horror movie? Again, this is kind of how extreme I go on this. Depends what genre horror we're talking about here. Are we talking stalk and slash? Or are we talking paranormal? Or are we talking biblical horror? Or are we talking lost footage horror? Or are we talking monsters? Or are we so that's kind of where I go to. But if I had to say, do you know what, right? There are some films, if I had to give you some, these are ones you might not have seen, go watch them, which I have done. I've had people ask me in the past, what's a good horror movie I can watch? I'm like, oh, okay, what do you want? Do you want something to scare the crap out of you? Wreck. If you've never seen Wreck, that's REC, like record. If you've never seen that movie, watch it. Now, if you go, I've seen the remake. No, go and watch the original. So there was a remake of this movie called Quarantine. It's bloody terrible. Watch Wreck, which is a Spanish movie, which is absolutely amazing. And it's about a film crew that go to an apartment building. They're making a documentary called While You're Sleeping, and it's about what kind of emergency services get up to at night whilst we're all sleeping. And they go to an apartment building and things go haywire. But it is superb, and it is a wonderful film, and it will scare the living crap out of you. Another one that I can't recommend enough is Them. Them is really good. I want to say it's Romanian, but it's horrifyingly based on a true story about a French couple that I want to say it's Romania. It's either Romania or Bulgaria. Move into a new house and are terrorized by an unseen presence. And when you find out who them are, it makes it even more disturbing. But as I said as well at Christmas, another one, if you've never seen it, if you've never seen the original 1974 Black Christmas, watch Black Christmas, because that film will scare the living crap out of you. I don't care who you are. That film is bloody terrifying. It really is, because it's just shot so well. It's creepy. It's ominous. It's horrible that you know what they don't. And that's where the tension is there. So you know full well what is happening, but none of the people on screen don't. So you want to tell them, don't, stop. And it's a lot. So I'd recommend those, definitely. Another one as well that's amazing, that see it before they remake it, because they are remaking it, is Train to Busan. So if you've not seen Train to Busan, it's a Korean zombie flick. I swear to God, it's fantastic. Now, zombie flicks, there are so many of them that most of them are remarkable, but this one is just a zombie flick, but it's just done really, really well, and it's all set on a train. They are remaking it. They're remaking it as Train to New York. So the premise of Train to Busan is that a man who has custody of his daughter, for her birthday, she wants to go and see her mother, which is across the other side of the country, so they have to take a very long train ride to get there. They got on the train in the morning, and literally just as the train's pulling out the station, you see the first zombie attack on a woman. So they can't stop. They have to keep going. And then there's the question of, okay, well, how do we change tracks? We're going to have to stop at some point. And is anybody on this train infected? It's an amazing film. It moves like a racehorse, but the tension is just ratcheted up and up and up and up. And what's particularly rare for it, as a horror movie, it's completely set in the daytime. There are no nighttime scenes in this movie. The whole thing is set in the daytime. Horror movies tend to go for the cheap trick of, we'll just put everything in dark. That makes it scarier. This is well lit, beautifully lit, sunny days, but horrendous. So I recommend those ones. So those are I would say my favourites, but the ones I definitely recommend. Okay, let's see if we can get a couple more questions in. All right. What's the point of you? Seriously, what is the point of you? That's the second time. So the first one I had was, what's the point of you? Now I've got, what's the point of you? Seriously, what is the point of you? I don't have a point. I don't have a point. I've got no point. There is no point to this. There's no point to anything, really. Again, I'm assuming that's either somebody trying to be funny or somebody trying to be mean. Okay, if it's funny, I get you. If it's mean, okay. It's like, okay, I'm not, you know, man. Adjust your stuff. Right. Okay, we answered this. Okay, we answered this last time. What do you recommend to a new YouTuber? I'm a new YouTuber, right? So I've only been doing this for 18 months. I'm a new YouTuber. I'm not a veteran at this by any means. But if you're just starting out how to build your channel up, just be consistent. Just be consistent. Release your videos consistently. Stay on your topic. I mean, that's it. Stay on your topic as much as possible. And that doesn't mean you have to pigeonhole yourself. I mean, we talk about all kinds of stuff, but ultimately it falls under the same sort of pop culture umbrella. But when you're now I'm doing a cookery feature, and now I'm going to do a travelogue, and now I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it. It gets confused, and that's where you don't find an audience. There is an audience looking for a certain type, and that's kind of, stay in your lane, so to speak. That doesn't mean you can't expand from it. But I've seen ones where it's like, now I'm doing a reaction video, now I'm doing a cookery thing, now I'm doing an unboxing, now I'm doing and it's like, choose what you are and try to stick in that. You can offshoot from, but choose what you're trying to stick in it. The other advice I give is don't cheat. Do not cheat. So there's that whole thing of, there are plenty of options out there where you can buy watch hours and you can buy subscribers. Don't do that. Do not do that. As tempting as you think, well, that's the easiest way to do this. Don't. YouTube do a sweep about once every 3 to 6 months, where all of a sudden, if you've done that, one of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to lose a massive chunk of your subscribers, which you think, oh, that's no harm, no foul. It's massive, because that will bugger any algorithm you've got, and it shows that people don't like your channel is what happens, so they don't promote it as much. It can also be deemed as fraudulent if you've crossed over a certain amount to get to a pay bracket. If they could see that you paid them to do it, that could be the end of your account. So just don't do it. Let your channel grow organically. Subscribers, I mean, this is the funny thing as well. We like having it because we like having a big community of people and more interaction with everyone. But subscribers don't count as much as views. They really don't. So if you want YouTube to benefit you financially, views is what does it, not subscribers. You could have 100,000 subscribers and 50 views. You'll make no money. You could have 50 subscribers and 100,000 views. You'll make money. So that's what I advise. I'm like, just let your channel grow organically. Do not think that you're just going to open a YouTube channel and overnight you're going to have thousands of subscribers. You're just not. That's the way it is. Let your channel grow organically. My kids watch Mr. Beast, and he sort shows on his. He started out with like nothing. He was like a year. He was like, if it doesn't gain traction a year, I'll give it up. It's just work to get your channel out there. That's my advice. I mean, I'm not the guy. There are people, I barely have, we're close to 2,000 subscribers, but we're not. But I'm not the guy to be giving you that kind of advice, because it's not, I'm not at that level. I'm just not. You'd be better going to ask someone like World of Wayne. World of Wayne has got like 40,000 subscribers. He'd be the guy to ask. But me, I'm not, I mean, I'm just regular. I'm not a big YouTuber by any means. But that's my advice. My advice would be, stay true to yourself. Don't cheat. Let it grow organically, and good things will happen. Just stick with it. And if you get 1 million views, brilliant. If you get 10 views, that's good as well. So it's celebrate the little victories. That's what it's saying. That's what we got. We got like, I reckon we can get like 2 more of these in. Has your opinion changed on any of the models you were looking forward to doing? Yes, it has. So RoboCop, funnily enough, I was dead against it after doing Iron Man, but now watching them in France at the moment, I'm thinking, Christ, I like that, and I've got a feeling when it's done, I'm going to want RoboCop. But I don't know. So that's changed positive. That's a positive change. So RoboCop was like, no, I don't want another Iron Man. But now looking at it, it's looking really bloody nice. And I'm thinking, oh man, I really want that. Negative wise, yeah, Alien. I'll never touch that Alien. I think that thing's bloody awful. The more I see of it, and the more people's are falling apart, the skins come off, the electrics stop working. Nope, never touching that one. Optimus Prime. So Optimus Prime's on both sides. So I actually really like Agora's Optimus Prime now. Having seen that arm, I couldn't get over the size of the bloody thing. I had no idea it was that big. So I was not blown away by that one. I now cannot. Wow, it's just got really bright. Sorry about that. I'm trying to adjust this. I'm now. I quite like it. I do, and I think I was maybe a little too harsh on it when it first came out. But then at the same time as well, Fan Homes. So Fan Homes is gorgeous. I think Fan Homes is really nice. I think if you've had either Optimus Prime, you're going to be happy. I think they're two very nice models. So my opinion shifted on that one. But no, beyond that, no, I don't think so. I think I'm kind of. I think I'm where I am with it. I think, yeah. What else have we got? Will you be building the Bond cars? Yes and no. Yes, I will be building some Bond cars. Will I be building all the Bond cars? No, I will not be building all the Bond cars. I don't know if I'm doing the Aston Martin or not, right? So I'd like to do the Aston Martin, but I don't know. The one that I have to do the Lotus. So the Spy Love Me Lotus, I have to do that one. So yes, 100% I'm doing the Spy Love Me Lotus. I don't know about the Aston Martin. I don't know. I'd like to, but I don't know. And they are doing Zhao's Jag from Die Another Day. I'd like to do that one as well because I always loved that car. So I don't know. I will be doing some Bond cars. I won't be doing all the Bond cars. Just won't be. But we'll see. That should be launching soon. I thought that Aston Martin was supposed to get in June. I'm going to have a look up to see what's happened with that because we've heard nothing. But that happened with Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime was supposed to be January, and I don't think he actually launched till like May. So, these things take their time. Let's see if we can get... Can we get one more? Let's get one more. Right. What does your tattoo say? There we go. And that brings perfectly to an end oh God. Or ask me anything. I've still got ones in here, but this is going to be an hour long if I keep going. And I don't want to do that to you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for all your birthday wishes. Thank you, Ken, Alan and Korben, for your gifts. It's very overwhelming and very much appreciated. And I promise you they will always have pride of place in our home. Thank you to everyone that's subscribed. Thank you to everyone that views our channel. Thank you to everyone that's been supportive of the boys. It's very much appreciated. Thank you for all your messages. And just thank you for being you, really. It's always so nice to hear from all of you. It always makes me smile when I get the little notification that one of our guys, there's too many of you to name, but there are enough of you that I have regular interaction with that you know who you are. And thank you. Thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. I'm going to go and spend the rest of it with the kids. If you do have any more questions, we'll do another one at some point, maybe at Christmas. Submit them to there and we will get to you. If I didn't answer yours, email me and say, you never answered me, and I'll try and answer it on another video. But that's all from me. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And again, thank you for all of your birthday wishes. I'm going to go enjoy my first day of being 44. I'm going to need a stair lift soon. I'll catch you